What's up guys, GFA here bringing you a top 5 tips to get started in Prison Architect. These tips will help you build your first successful prison and teach you the ropes of the game. Before I start, I want to explain that your first prison will be all about making money and making a large profit when you sell it. Therefore you want to try and avoid murders and escapes etc, because this will depreciate your price of your prison and you won't be able to sell it for as much. So let's get started. Tip number 1 is to always start your prison by building a perimeter fence. This is extremely important as your prisoners will try and make a break for it at any given moment. As long as you have this fence and gate built and you schedule regular cell checks to look for the tunnels etc, then you should be able to stop anyone doing a runner. Tip number 2 is to utilise the grant system. To do this you click on the reports tab at the bottom right of the screen, click on the grants tab and there you have all your different options of grants. Each grant will offer you a certain amount of money to complete a certain amount of objectives. You will always be paid a certain amount of the grant in advance, and then once you complete the objectives you will get the rest of the money. This will allow you to expand and build your prison up a lot quicker as you will have more money to work with. Tip number 3 is to control your intake. This is very important. You want to make sure you're not taking in too many minimum or maximum security prisoners. This is because you want to have a healthy balance. Minimum security means that they are less likely to cause issues, so there'll be people that are maybe shoplifters or committed petty theft, but this also means you get less money for them. As you can see, they're only worth $300. Max security prisoners means that they are people like murderers or rapists that will cause larger problems in the prison, but you do get a lot more money for housing them. And then you have the medium security prisoners, which can vary, and they're sort of the standard ones that have a balanced rate. You want to have a healthy balance of what kind of prisoners you allow into your prison, so that not too many riots break out, but you still have a decent profit from the amount of prisoners that you're holding at your prison. You can access your intake on the reporting menu on the intake tab. Tip number 4 is to use the Bureaucracy tab. On this tab you will find upgrades and unlocks that you can do for your prison. This includes things such as a finance officer, armed guards, cleaners and many more. This will allow you to improve your prison and will unlock more options such as patrol paths, CCTV and an expanded reports menu. For example, with the finance lady we can now see how much our prison is worth to sell. We can also get armed guards and we can set patrol paths around the prison. The 5th and final tip would be to sell your prison at the right time, allowing you to start a much bigger one with plenty more money. If you click on the prison grading tab at the top you will see all the stats of your prison. So as you can see I can sell mine for 180,000. If I go ahead and sell mine before there's any more deaths, escapes or riots, I can keep my prison worth a hefty 180,000. The more prisoners you have, the more money it will be worth. So if I sell it now, I can start a new one and have roughly 210,000 to make a new prison, and that doesn't even include the grants yet. This will allow you to build up your prisons and make them bigger and bigger and better each time. And eventually your prison will be worth so much money that you can sell it and make a whole new one that's 10 times the size, that has CCTV in every room, that has so many officers, and that's basically the end game of Prison Architect, is to build the best prison you can. There are tons of mods for this game guys. I would implore you to go and check them out on the workshop. You can get things such as concentration camps in World War II. You can get things such as Stormtroopers and Star Wars. It's a really good game. If you haven't got it, go check it out on Steam. And that's it for today guys. I hope you found this video helpful and I hope you learnt the ropes of Prison Architect. Obviously things such as how to build and place things, that's very intuitive, so I'm sure you're taught that in the tutorial either way. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching and I'll catch you guys next time. Got this on. Now it's time to put on the thing that shreds more hair. And the snake. Towards you know for shredding hair. The fuck? I need to. There we go. Put the little bangles to the side. Oh. Now.